Alright guys, before I get into the most recent reaction video, I'm going to tell you a little story. So, I've just sat down at this very moment to record this, to make this video, and I of course was doing my last minute checks, making sure my equipment was where it needed to be and all that, you know, little details, make sure everything was up and running. Gotta be very careful with this stuff. And lo and behold, I do a last minute check to make sure that the footage I have from the video, from the episode, is good. And I check on the title, and I go to check on that, and what happens? I accidentally find a spoiler for the damn episode. This was going to be the first episode this season where I had absolutely no idea what was going to happen. But here's my issue. I want to be a little bit surprised. I don't need to be, but I'd like to be. And so the fact that I literally have no idea what's going to happen, and then I literally get something accidentally right before I start recording, literally maybe a minute or two before I start recording, that's a problem. And I don't know if it's the universe insisting that I know for some reason, or just my weird luck. And I've always had weird luck. Not bad luck, but weird luck. The title of this episode is Non-Compete Clause. And, you know, I could have drawn any conclusion from that title alone, really. It could have been anything. But then I saw an image for the episode. Two, actually, now that I think about it. One with Rainbow Dash. So let's just do this, okay? And if you think I can't draw a conclusion from the titles Non-Compete Clause and Rainbow Dash, you don't know me, and really, you probably haven't been paying attention to this series. So, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, begin. And, like I said, see, episode starts with Rainbow Dash flying. Yeah. Well, she tried. So that's...
Oh. Is the Teacher of the Month announcement? You're just in time. But it's gonna be me. Yeah, right. I got this one nailed.
The Friendship School Teacher.
It's either gonna be Rarity or Fluttershy.
Fluttershy.
Yeah! I knew it!
Man.
Come on!
Oh my! I don't know how I keep winning.
I do.
Yeah.
It's because you're gosh darn
The
nice.
award is
That's
based on
how.
the students' vote. They must really like you. Congratulations, Fluttershy.
Wow. So Spike's managed to take the same picture. Man, their competitive side is really that bad that they're upset about this.
Next item of business.
That's just
I've been looking
pathetic.
into a new activity for our friendship classes. Spike?
His arms aren't long enough.
Section 147, paragraph 2 states that teamwork is a key part of friendship, and Section 229, paragraph 9 says outdoor activity reinforces learning. Add that together, and what do you get?
Ooh! Okay, let me see. 147, 229, carry this 2. 387?
A teamwork field trip. Leading it is a Teacher of the Month type job. So I thought I'd ask...
I'm your pony, Twilight. Sweet Apple Acres has taught me a thing or two about working together.
Yeah, but being a Wonderbolt's the definition of teamwork.
I'm sure you're not saying fancy flying makes you a better choice than me.
Oh boy,
better,
this is okay. I have a since this is a field trip, it means we're automatically gonna get more of the kids, which is what I wanted. But
Of course. Who
this,
better to know the
however, I
importance of
don't
working
need.
as a team?
Look,
Rarity, Fluttershy, me, Spike, this flower pot.
Both of you are
thank
teamwork
you,
experts.
Pinkie
If
Pie.
the students
As
see the
usual,
two of
Pinkie
you teaching
is the
together,
one
they'll
pointed
learn
out the
even more.
gosh darn
I know
obvious
you've
about
been
this
competitive in
situation.
the past, but I'm
That's
sure
just kinda
you'd never
sad,
let that
but
get in the
it
way
makes
of friendship
sense.
education.
Of course.
Totally.
Serious. Oh, that's just sad. Look, I get it. Those two are I had the word, I couldn't say the word, now I've lost the word. Competitive. The word is competitive. Look, I understand. I'm competitive. My whole darn family's competitive. You should see us on game night. We tear into each other like a pack of hungry sharks on a freaking wounded whale. But this... Granted, they'd probably be better qualified individually if they weren't being said together, but whatever. But for this job in particular, you know, I mean, they can do a lot of things together. Hell, they have. But when it comes to something like this, something that specifically kind of to them entails competition, or really something that just started out with them in a competing mood where they already lost, yeah, no wonder. I tell you right now, this is not going to end well. And we're back.
I've never been on a field trip before.
Yeah, what's the point of this exactly?
Getting out of the classroom, duh.
Yeah, best at field tripping. That's what we're doing? So fun! Huh?
Pretty sure the head mayor has something else in mind.
All right, class. Today you'll learn how important working together is for building a strong friendship.
Hey, y'all! Ready to get out there and do some learning the Apple family way?
This is basically gonna be the best field trip in the history of ever!
Okay, so...
With us in charge, meaning mostly me.
Yeah, good one.
And what teamwork activity do you two have planned for today?
Shed
Canoe
building.
racing!
No way! We get to do both?
I bet that's exactly what your teachers had in mind. Why don't you start with shed building
Look, Twilight,
first?
I understand you have faith in these two, but they have not matured enough. Okay, granted, it's mostly Rainbow who hasn't
I'll check
matured
it later
enough.
to see how
But
it's
the
going.
real problem
Remember
is
to
also
work
that
together.
Applejack is still stubborn. She might be the most mature of the entire group. Who knows? That's debatable.
Now take a good
But-
deep breath.
but-
What do you smell?
You can...
Yak?
Nope. Try again.
Apples?
And anyone? No. The promise of teamwork. That there's an apple shed, and this here is what we're gonna use to build it. Nothing brings friends together. like
I
a
had
little
something to
hard
say,
work
but I
and
was
sweat.
distracted by the episode. Granted, the point is me watching the episode, kind of with you guys, you know, so to speak.
Not every pony would know that, Rainbow Dash. Just teacher of the month kind of ponies.
Whatever. Let's just get this done so we can move on to my activity.
The kids are already giving them looks, which makes sense. I'm giving them looks too. Well, internally. I only have so much energy to express myself visually, which is why I'm doing it vocally, which is ironic because I'm involved in a visual field as a filmmaker, but...
Emphasis on the slow.
What did I say? I was trying to explain why, while Rainbow was... It's...
Rainbow Dash, you can't build an apple shed like that.
Oh yeah, I just did.
Whoa! No way!
Yeah, that's...
Impressive. If you can call an apple shed impressive.
Just 'cause it's fast don't mean it's good.
Oh, sorry, can't hear you. Too busy practicing my Teacher of the Month pose. Yeah. Hoo-wah.
Don't count your
I want to
pictures before they're
smack
snapped,
both
Rainbow
of them
Dash.
so hard right
Oh,
now.
come on. These students are totally gonna vote for a teacher who gets things done.
No, they're gonna vote for a teacher who gets things done right.
Yeah, this isn't awkward at all.
And when the dragon knows it's awkward, the dragon is probably right. Or, wait,
Steady.
I feel like I just made a contradiction.
Take
Never
it
mind.
nice and slow.
Uh,
Lean to the left. A hair to the right.
You know what? I'm suddenly really glad that Granny Smith is still around to run great. And that is why you have to do it correctly. And the only part of it still standing is the part that you didn't
one
build.
guess whose side is still standing.
Thank you. I hate to agree with Applejack right now, but she's right. I know that I seem to be getting really frustrated, but when people act this stupid, it's going to annoy me.
You need a different teacher. Follow me. Let's look this
And of
way
course,
with
it just happens to be Rainbow, and I like Rainbow. I like Rainbow more than Applejack.
Who's ready to
Mostly because it's this kind of behavior. If Applejack managed to act slightly more mature than, you know, like she usually does, a situation like this probably wouldn't go all right. But she's too stubborn. This situation. I know I'm yelling. At least I feel like I'm yelling. I don't know how loud this is to you, but...
You wanna have questions? No time for them. Get in the boat!
Oh, God, this is going to get bad. Also,
You really think
I like that the
winning
Yak
some
is the
new
one who's
record is gonna
nervous
get
about
you that
this.
Teacher of the Month trophy?
I'm pretty sure every creature's gonna like it a lot better than pounding nails and cutting wood.
I happen to say, I happen to like both of those activities on screen
Yeah,
here.
like what?
I love building things.
Sometimes, when I'm scared to try something new, I whistle.
Yeah. I mean, she whistles better than I do.
We got you, Yona.
Like, really.
Way I see it, Twilight's gonna give that teaching trophy to a teacher, not a racer.
We'll see about that. Stroke! 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 Harder! Put your back into it!
The sad thing is, this is probably what I'd act like if I was a teacher.
Stroke.
It's weird because I've said before that I've said in another of my videos that I relate to Applejack, I think, or was that I relate to Applejack? No, I think it was, yeah, that back in, I made a video
When
reviewing
do we get to the part when we...
one apple bucking season, specifically about Applejack.
When every creature starts listening to me, the leader of my activity, Applejack.
I made a very...
Now, stroke!
I made a point in my apple bucking season review about such a situation. Yeah, that's the image from that told me what was gonna happen. But
We can still...
oh god, my brain. I made a review of apple bucking season, and I enjoyed it. And I pointed, and at the time before the development in that episode, I felt like I had related to Applejack in that scenario. Also, really, did you try to make this as dangerous as possible, Rainbow Dash? On the other hand, Rainbow Dash's teaching methods are kind of my teaching methods, at least if I was a teacher. Thank heavens I'm not. I would be a terrible teacher. Just like, although, I mean, yeah. That was kind of predictable. I mean, it was predictable to me. I mean, was it predictable to any of you guys? I felt like it was predictable. I mean, God, if they, and literally, maybe, I mean, hell, two teachers working together, trying to teach teamwork. That'd be a really good lesson. It'd be a really good way to teach that lesson. You know, if they were actually showing teamwork. And we're back. And they're all adrift now. Well, at least she can swim. Actually, at least well, then again, they were all wearing... Now she's not wearing a life jacket.
Obviously not, because there goes our new speed record.
And apparently she can't swim.
Yak not swim.
To be fair, there is logic in that. I mean, yeah.
That's okay. Your friends can change into creatures that do.
And there you go. Also, I like that fort.
Going.
About as good as the Apple Shed building. I'm totally really had things under control.
See, when the
Until
once again, the
Applejack
kids
messed
are
them
doing
up.
better at this. And
Did
granted,
not.
I assume the school is going well off screen.
Yeah, it's been like this all day.
I wouldn't say all day, just 99%.
Some Sandbar, don't try and
I can't believe
I don't have a word.
You're not teaching teamwork. You're competing with each other. I thought you were past that.
We are! Mostly.
We got carried away with wanting to be the teacher of the month is all.
The teacher of the month wouldn't care about being the teacher of the month. I know Fluttershy would be thrilled to see another pony win. That's it. I'm taking over this field trip.
Hold up, Twilight. Don't count out Rainbow Dash for the award just yet. You should have seen her fire up those students to build a shed.
No way! You're the one the students listen to. Besides, you saved us from those pony-eating fish. Long story, but Applejack should definitely be teacher of the month.
Maybe you two have learned something after all.
Does that mean you'll give us another chance at the teacher of the...
Field trip?
Well,
Come on, Twilight! We get it. No more arguing. Right, Applejack?
Right as rain and twice as fresh.
That is rain.
fine. But I'm picking the next activity you two lead. A nature walk. No pony could possibly argue over that. Right?
Well, at least she didn't
We're
mean it
agreeing
with
already.
absolute certainty. Because she at least knows that there's a chance they're going to screw this up. And really, I have no faith in them anymore. At least not in this situation. If it was something
Well,
else
look
where
at
they
that.
weren't made to work together like they were supposed to, I wouldn't be upset.
Or ride.
Here we go again.
Where to, Rainbow Dash?
I was thinking right. Unless you want to go left.
Okay, this is going to
Okay,
become the
what
opposite
makes
problem.
you
They're no longer arguing.
me
They're
happy.
completely indecisive.
Oh, heck. Forget about me. You
Oh
wanna
no,
go
wait,
right?
that's
We'll
no,
go
now
right.
they're arguing about oh
But
god,
teamwork
why?
means listening to other ponies, so it's up to you.
Well, aren't you as sweet as sugar apple pie? But it's up to you.
Follow me. Yak no best way.
Hey, where y'all going?
Okay. This is exactly what the point Spike was trying to make. These two can't. These two can't, even when they're being civil with each other, they can't agree. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. And once again, the kids are proving better at this than those two. I mean, they're trying. I'll give them credit for that. And really, this situation doesn't surprise me that much. But still, that's just sad. And granted, again, those two are trying. That counts for something. People say it doesn't count when you try. But, Yoda especially. But you have to, but trying is important.
Circle 5 times.
Only because some ponies won't make up their minds about which way to go.
Do you want to keep going in a circle, Applejack?
Up to you, Rainbow Dash. I insist.
No.
Okay, I don't know if I want to smack them more now
But
or
I
before.
insisted first.
Are we still on a field trip? Because this just feels like being lost.
You're lost. But you have a dragon, so that problem is easily fixed. Oh!
We can still get back to school.
Huh, the
before
school
dark
is
and
that
cross
close to the
Aberdeen and
castle.
stop
I didn't
Applejack.
realize it was that close to the castle.
We knew
We've never
that.
really had a view that
All
indicated
part
that
of our
before.
plan.
Makes
Right,
sense.
Applejack?
I just didn't know.
yep.
Also, in that case,
All we have to
who
do
built
is,
this school
build a
exactly?
bridge,
I mean, I guess
cross
it could have been the
that,
main six.
Giant canyon.
I
We're all
assume.
free.
Of course, then
Is it-
now I want a
if you
fan
think a
fiction.
bridge is a good
Somebody
idea,
get on this. I might do this
if you
eventually. I
wanna build a
probably will
bridge,
actually.
stop.
But somebody write a story explaining how
fly
the
everyone
school
over
got
and be
built.
done.
That's something that somebody
Nope.
needs to do.
There's still plenty of time to teach y'all a lesson in teamwork.
Cooperation.
Togetherness.
You are so right.
Only as right as you are.
Okay. We'll build a bridge. What do we use?
Branches.
Vines.
Vines.
Branches.
I'm going with your idea. Vines. No buts about it.
I'm building with your idea.
And these two
End of
stupid
story.
use both, because when you build one with one, neither are completely. You need both. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. I don't feel good.
Why use a branch when you can use a vine?
And this is why doing something like this without opposable thumbs is a problem. That is a...
Why didn't I think of branches to begin with? They're so easy to work with.
Now, these here vines are just the thing, Rainbow Dash.
Not to disagree, but these here branches...
You two are literally... Look, I know that Rainbow can fly, but you two are literally... Now she's trapped. And so if you two fall, you're falling into, well, back to the river. Okay, the river's right.
At least now they're agreeing on something.
Oh, God. And once again, the kids are going to prove superior in the field of teamwork. Oh, God, why? Why? This is so simple. Oh, my God, it is. It's so simple. Am I the only one who thinks this is simple? Look, I'm not the best at teamwork, but I will at least listen to somebody else's opinions, assuming that they are willing to listen to me. That's what part of cooperation is. You have to be willing to exchange ideas. Oh, God.
I can't get out!
Let me try.
I'll give her credit for somehow magically creating a lasso, which was now eaten by fish.
Vitacudas?
Wow.
And they look mighty hungry.
Well,
You gotta get our
at
professors
least this is a situation that
Any
proves
creature
that
have a
death
plan?
is definitely possible.
Hanging?
What?
I'm kidding. Kinda.
Well, he's a griffin, so I'm not really surprised.
Together. But mainly fast.
Yeah. They need to do this right, but they need to do it
I
fast,
hate to
too.
admit it, but this whole mess is kind of our fault.
Yeah, no trophy is worth getting eaten over.
So, what do you say? You want to team up and get ourselves out of this here pickle barrel?
I thought you'd never ask. No!
Don't worry, I'm just the distraction.
Ocellus?
You nearly scared the cutie marks off us.
And that is an experience they've actually had.
Need a lift?
Yeah, smash!
Welcome back, professors.
Now that was a rescue!
And y'all did it together.
No big. Those fish weren't even a thing.
Oops, sorry.
Good.
Best field trip ever!
Well, at least they had a good time. Oh boy.
How was the field trip? What did you all learn?
Yak learned pony smart! Yeah, Professors Applejack and Rainbow Dash were such good teachers!
It was kinda crazy genius. They showed us what not to do so we'd figure out what we should do.
Really?
Thank you for being just as disbelieving as I am, Twilight. I've never related to you so much, so in one episode before.
Instead, our professors built bridges the wrong way just to show us how important teamwork is.
Yeah, that was super dangerous. Talk about commitment.
We know it's it's too early to pick the teacher of the month, but we'd like you to consider Rainbow Dash and Applejack. Thank you for telling me. I'm so glad to hear your field trip was a success. I'll make sure to schedule another one right away. You were actually just competing the entire time, weren't you?
To tell you the truth, yeah.
Well, not all the time. I agreed with you for the whole nature walk.
Only 'cause you were angling for that Teacher of the Month award.
You were the one doing the angling.
You were more like fan dangling.
No one here can understand.
What fan dangling? Of all things, good lord. Okay. That ending really kind of cemented it for me. Okay. So, I'm going to make this as clear as possible. With the exception of maybe one that I can think of off the top of my head, I've never hated an episode of this show, with one exception. And if I ever talk about it, which I probably will at some point, I'll explain why. That being said, well, I don't hate this episode. This is by far the worst one Season 8 has put out so far. And that's sad, because it has a lot of potential. And I don't want to be one of those people who makes a bunch of points about what could have been done, but I feel the need to, and I've never felt so clearly before. But the fact is that their competitive natures, and I can believe this, I can believe that their competitive natures are so bad that they forget everything they've learned, that they can't get past the situation enough to not fight like a bunch of idiotic children. And again, that's no insult to actual children, because most children I've met are not this stupid. They're immature, but they're not this stupid. Secondly, there's the simple fact that, that I just don't enjoy the episode. That's really the biggest problem. It's the simple fact that it could easily be resolved. They could have easily figured this out. Hell, if the writers had allowed the two of them to work together to save themselves at the end there, that would have been fantastic. And it would have showed the kids real friendship instead of this cockamamie story about them learning it from this situation. Because the school has clearly been running well if they managed to go for Teacher of the Month, and it's been that long, the implication being that the school's been running that long, because that if Fluttershy's picture has been taken that much, that means that I have to count, because that, granted, it's probably some kind of comedic goof, because otherwise this school has been running way longer than any of us thought, and way more time has gone on since the beginning of the 8th season. And again, I kind of liked how Twilight dealt with them during the episode, both the beginning and the end. She knew exactly that the two were still competing. She wasn't dumb about it. And I can understand the kids not getting it, thinking that this was a lesson, because they can't imagine adults being this dumb. And two, the fact that really it seems like a more likely scenario than those two being so stupid that they put themselves in a possible death scenario. Well, what else can I say? This is the worst episode of Season 8 so far. I hope that nothing else goes below my range for this one. I hope that none of the other episodes get this bad. And I hope you all enjoyed this reaction. This is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, sometimes and very much now known as Archangel the Pegasus. Good night. See you next week.